Hi everyone, so yes, it's been a while since I've done a vlog and this one's going to be slightly different to the ones I've done before. I've been asked quite a few times how I apply my makeup as a deafblind person. I'm literally just using my fingers and moisturising all around. Fresh as a daisy. So let's see how this goes. I always have loads of makeup wipes because guarantee I'll make a few mistakes. Balm to minimise the appearance of pores. Couldn't tell you whether I've got good or bad pores, to be honest, because of my bad eyes, but I'm going to apply it and I would literally just dab it around my face. I have to tell you, from here where I'm sitting to my mirror, I can't really see much, it's all a bit of a blur. So I'm going to take one of the many brushes that I've got, I kind of just randomly guess. So I would literally just dab around. Again, I don't really need to be looking at anything at this point. So next, I guess, I would do my eyebrows, because eyebrows are key. So I have eyebrow pencil. So I do like to draw on my face because I always liked drawing. So I always stick to pencils on eyebrows as opposed to gel, because it can be messier. So pencil, and then I have this, again, Benefit brow kind of mascara stuff to go over what I've drawn to kind of fill in the gaps. So quite good with that. This is when I would move my mirror a lot closer so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I can tell roughly where my eyebrows are. I mean, they're on top of my eyes and I can feel what I'm drawing. I can tell that I'm drawing on top of my eyebrow hair, so that's kind of key. Obviously we wouldn't want to be drawing your eyebrows, your foreheads even. Yeah. Found it. Okay, so this stuff fills in the gaps of where I put the pencil in. So I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, kind of needs blending, I guess that's what we call it. So I'll blend it. Go over what I've already done. Again, from a vision point of view, I really can't see much of my, I definitely can't see the whole of my eyebrow, I can only see a section of it, so I'm scanning and really concentrating. I know that you're meant to see your eyes first in case you make a mistake, which I'm very likely to make mistakes and kind of get it everywhere, so I will move on to doing my eyes next. And this is probably where I get the most questions, because I do eyeshadow and eyeliner and things like that, and people say, how'd you do that with 5 degrees vision? Well, we're going to use 2 different brushes, one for the crease of my eye and one for in the middle to kind of blend it out. So when I talk about it being quite arty, this is what I mean. So 2 different brushes, and next step, this brush, because it is thinner and easier to get to the crease of my eye around here. So being a tactile person, I know that I have tiny eyes, and so I do try to avoid too much heavy makeup on my eyes because they can very quickly look quite gothic, and we don't want that. Not today anyway. So I'm going to start with a darker colour, kind of like a burnt orange colour. At least I think that's what it is. Half the time I get colours wrong, but we'll just go with the flow. So then, time to apply. So I'm feeling for the crease of my eye, like so, because I know where my eye is and I know where the crease is just by feeling it with my brush. And so obviously at this point it does look messy. The point is, it's okay for it to be messy, and I just use the brush to kind of strobe it around the shape of my eye, because that's what I want. I want it to just go around my eye, not too far out or anything like that. Because I have tiny eyes and I don't really want to look like I'm overdoing it at all. I'll move on to the other eye. Again, starting from the edge of my eye and just kind of going to the corner of my eye like that and just blend it out. And I can feel it against this, I don't know what this bony bit is here, but I can feel it, and that's a bit that I'm trying to blend out here at the moment. Blend it away from my actual crease, but blend it in towards my eye. All this blending reminds me of art at college, which is, it was good fun. Those were the good days. So I'm going to come back to this colour in a moment, and I'll probably get my wipes out to make sure the shape is okay, because obviously at the moment the shape's all over the place and it doesn't really look the same on both sides, which is often my fear with restricted sight, not being able to kind of fully see the whole picture to see whether the sides are even. But now I'm going to go and get the other colour and blend more, and preferably a lighter colour so it again doesn't look so heavy. Out to the crease so it goes into the darker colour and hopefully kind of lightens it. That's the hope. I don't necessarily know that that's actually working, but in a moment, see right now, because this eye is playing up a lot at the moment, when I do this, with this eye I really can't see much because this eye is kind of blurry, and so I'm really relying on my brush being on my eyelid and just swinging it both ways to each corner of my eye. It's all very tactile and blend. I just want it to look kind of really blended. But eventually I just end up doing this for ages and just dabbing it out, making sure it's fairly even on both sides. Now this is where, although it might not be even, I don't panic just yet. I go back to the darker colour. I'm just going to trace the bottom, so where the bottom lashes are, I'm going to trace that with the darker colour, just by dabbing gently. This bit sometimes people are squeamish about, but I guess the amount of times I've been to the eye hospital and had people dabbing around my eyes, I'm used to that. It hurts, but you get used to it. Okay, so now that I've done kind of the basic of the eyes, which don't look great, but it will look great in a moment, what I do next is a lighter stuff that kind of starts the contouring. That's the next step. I shall just draw little things like so. Get rid of me black eyes, and then I swipe from just under my eye upwards, like so. Just under my eye upwards. But again, I don't really need sight for this. You know, I'm just feeling for the corner of my eyes and upwards, because that's where really the contouring thing starts. And I can see that I've kind of blurred out a bit of my eyeshadow there, so that's when I'll be using my wipes. Just not to panic, I will. And then it's a classic blending with a really crappy brush that I should probably replace. There I go, blending away. Now it's kind of helped me line up my eyeshadow on both sides, because I've literally just drawn using tactile kind of initiative up my cheekbones. So it's quite handy having pretty good cheekbones. The rest of what we call contour these days, we kind of draw here, down here, down here, here. I'm probably doing this all wrong, and I'm sure my friends will let me know this because I'm totally useless. And then this bit kind of here, so underneath my cheekbony bit where I'll shortly kind of darken. Yeah, looking good, right? Cool, so that's now all blended out, and to be honest, to me right now, it doesn't look much different, but I'm not done yet. This is when we continue to contour, so mainly my cheekbones, and to make it look like I have one chin and not 10. I'm going to add some of this bronzer stuff, I'm guessing that's what it's called, to define my cheekbones, because that is one of my better features. I'm going to use this brush. No, actually I'm not going to use that one. This brush. Doesn't really look that different, but it's kind of angular, which is kind of cool, and it's newer. So here I'm adding the bronzer to my cheekbones to define them. To be honest, not really from a visual perspective, but I do this because I feel like it just makes it a little bit more subtle, and I don't want to go out feeling like I've made a total mess of my face, because obviously as a girl we don't want that. So I just kind of do this pointlessly for ages, just to make sure it kind of feels like it's all evened out, if that makes sense. I'm going to get this again, that thing, but instead I'm going to use this highlight stuff to go over the concealer highlighty stuff over. On goes the highlight. Okay, so this is when I kind of give up with the face and the contouring stuff, and I just kind of hope for the best. But I will come back with the super strobing stuff that's now like really in, but I leave that till last. Now I'm going to line my eyes. I'm going to put some eyeliner on, which probably is my favourite part. Something I've always used as a bit of a winged eyeliner, because why not? Found it. I was looking for that. And so now really, probably the best way to explain how I do it is I would get the pen and I would go to the corner of my eye, and I kind of just follow what I've already done, see going up there with my eyeshadow. I draw it up towards the end of my eyebrow. So these 2 points here, I guess over the years I've come to know how far this is. So corner of my eye, and I'm going to flick up. I've kind of managed to mess that up a little bit, it's a bit thicker than normal, but we'll go with that. And then this side also, like that, like so. Here I'm joining the dots from the corner of my eyes to the other corner, and it's quite fiddly, so I need lots of wipes to clean it up. I will then take a picture and zoom in. It looks alright there. Glow on my cheeks, my nose, and underneath my eyebrows, just to bring the look out a little bit more again. On goes the glow. Honestly, in this light, in this room, let's just blame the lighting. I don't think you can really tell. You might see a little bit of glow there. But that's basically what this is meant to do. And so if I was going out for a drink or something, I would definitely add that, because why not? Mascara. And to be honest, this is probably my pet hate. So I always make sure I've got wipes at hand, because this part is the messiest bit for me. Many attempts, many angles, constantly fiddling, eyes are watering, constantly got to redo. That's the story of my life when it comes to mascara. I think that's mascara applied. I'm not entirely sure, but look at the bottom lashes, they're always problematic. So what I shall do is just gently use my fingernail, if anything, on the other side of this wipe. Bring it to the other side, and I just use my nail to wipe underneath my lash line very, very gently, and just hope for the best. It just kind of neatens it up. And again, this really isn't judging from a visual side of point of view. I do this every time just to go over it, tidy it up, just in case I've missed something. Lips. I always complain about my lack of lips. And so what I tend to do is put a little bit of something on there, just to, define them a little bit. But from an artistic point of view, there is a knack to this, and again, can't really explain how I do it. You'll just have to watch and see. Lip liner first, because that's like starting a sketch before you colour it in. Good way of looking at it. First step, lip liner, draw around the lips, and then start to fill in on the inner lip, followed by lipstick, best part. Lots of wipes, clean it up. Is how I apply my makeup. Hopefully it doesn't look half bad, otherwise I would have just wasted, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour. Finally, I would take a picture, or a selfie, as you'd call it, and zoom in just to check it's all okay. So I made a classic mistake. And after all this, I forgot the first base, prime. But to be honest with you, I'm not about to take it all off and redo it.